Leopard Chair family, I miss y'all. Thank you for tuning into another great episode of the Leopard Chair with LaKesa. I'm LaKesa Bradford Mitchell, your divorce recovery strategist, and I help men and women rise to resilience after divorce. Why? Because I care about you, and I want you to live a healed life without hurting long. Guess what our topic is today? We're going to talk about why divorce rates are higher in second marriages. We're going to discuss the unspeakable truth, and we're going to delve deep into the fascinating and thought-provoking subject that affects countless lives around the world, and that's the subject of second marriages. I know I've been there. And what I also know is that love knows no bounds. And the desire to find happiness, it is universal. But statistics tells us that second marriages often face a higher divorce rate than their first counterparts. In fact, second marriages have a 60 to 70% dissolution rate. Why in the world is this? What are the unique challenges and dynamics that make second marriages more vulnerable? Well, in this episode, we're going to shed the light on the top 3 contributing factors, and we're going to discuss how couples can navigate these challenges to build a strong and enduring marriage. So many of you probably know my story. I have experienced divorce more than once. And it wasn't until I learned this unspeakable truth that we're going to talk about today on the Leopard Chair that I finally put an end to the cycle of divorce. And I want to help you do the same. No one, I repeat, no one taught me what I'm about to teach you on this episode. But I'm being open and transparent with you so that you can address the issues in your life, so that you can heal and break the cycle of divorce in your life and in generations to come. The number one reason why divorce rates are higher in second marriages is divorcees try and put old wine into new wineskin. So Jesus was using this metaphor in the Bible to illustrate that his message and his new covenant that he was establishing was not compatible with the old legalistic traditions of the Jewish religious leaders of his time. It's a symbolic teaching about the incompatibility of old and new systems. The message is that trying to mix the old with the new could lead to conflict, and it can hinder the acceptance and understanding of what is new. So in a divorce or remarriage scenario, this is the same thing as bringing old baggage into a new marriage. Most people are going to say, no, that's not me. I'll never bring things from my past into the new marriage. Oftentimes we do this and we don't even realize it because we haven't taken the time to identify what is our old baggage. Old baggage is our usual way of thinking. It's our belief system. It's our normal way of responding to issues or problems. And old baggage is the unhealed wounds, unforgiveness, the hurts from the previous relationship or marriage. If you have not taken time to identify, address, and deal with your paradigm and make shifts in your paradigm, then you will increase the likelihood of the same results occurring as in your first marriage. You have to examine yourself. Here are a few examples of how a person can bring old baggage from previous marriage into a new marriage. Trust issues and keeping your guards up because of what happened in your previous relationship. Checking your spouse's phone all the time. Following them when they leave the house. Checking their social media. All because of the baggage that you are carrying in the form of trust issues. This shows that your way of thinking hadn't changed at all. Your beliefs are the same, and the unhealed wounds and the unforgiveness is live and in full effect in your second marriage. The emotional baggage represents the old wine, and the new relationship represents the new wine skin. If these unresolved emotions and fears are not addressed and healed, then they may impact your new relationship in an unhealthy way. Here's another example. A divorcee may put old wine into new wineskin by bringing in the same old ineffective communication patterns and behavior dynamics from the previous marriage. So this might involve solving your conflicts the same way, expressing your emotions the same way you did in your previous marriage, identifying roles and relationships that were established in your previous relationship and trying to bring those in your new. These patterns are not conducive in your new relationship. They may create friction, they hinder growth of your new relationship. When you put old wine into new wineskin, this causes the wineskin to burst open. And what was once valuable is now a total loss. Man, it's essential for divorcees to work through their past experience and emotions to seek healing and approach your new relationship with an open heart and a fresh start so that you can promote healthier and successful relationship and partnership this time around. Another reason why divorce rates are higher in the second marriages is because of unrealistic expectations. You are thinking that your new spouse is going to cause you to have different results when all along you haven't changed at all. You're still the same person. You hadn't healed your trauma. You're dealing with the same hurts. You're thinking that it's going to be better, but in some cases it may just be worse the second time because you haven't evolved and healed. You haven't developed the better healed version of yourself. When you take a moment to develop the better healed version of yourself, then you attract someone in your life that is also at their best level and is also healed. When you go into the marriage thinking that it's going to be different because it's a new person, but you're the same, that's unrealistic expectations. Also, comparing your spouse to your ex is also a recipe for disaster. For example, a husband could say, well, my ex-wife cooked every day for me. I had a new meal when I came home. If that's not the way it is in this marriage, oh well, that's disaster. Stop comparing. Or the wife may say, my ex-husband gassed my car up and washed it every weekend. I'm used to having a clean car. That's disaster and that's divorce court. Don't compare your ex to your current spouse. Seek the wisdom of the Holy Spirit or talk to a counselor to work through your unrealistic expectations that you're bringing in from your previous marriage. Doing so is going to cause your current marriage to be stronger and last a lifetime. The third reason why the divorce rates are higher the second time around is divorcees marry without going through the proper healing strategies after divorce. People try and cope with the aftermath of divorce by applying temporary or superficial solutions without addressing the underlying issues. We gotta stop that. When a divorcee embarks upon the total healing process, where their emotions are dealt with, their hurts are dealt with, their unforgiveness is dealt with, their grief. Yes, side note, it's okay to go through the process of grieving the loss of your relationship or marriage. When we address those things, it is then when those issues are dealt with, it decreases the likelihood of repeating the cycle of divorce again and again. The reason why I married and divorced so many times is because I did not initially take the proper steps to heal what was going on inside of me. And I don't want this to happen to you. Take time to address your thoughts. Take time to reevaluate your perspective. Deal with your emotions, and most of all, deal with your heart. Deal with the heart issues, because out of the heart flows the issues of your marriage. When we deal with heart issues, we can save our marriage. Now, it's important to note that not all second marriages end in divorce, and many are very successful and very fulfilling. Building a strong, lasting marriage in the second time around often requires and will require the wisdom of God. Also requires that you don't mix the old wine with the new wine. It also requires that you have proper healing strategies, that you navigate the complexities of your second marriage so that you can win. I want to suggest a book to you for your reading pleasure. I'm recommending my newest book released titled Snow Leopard's Leap. Uncommon strategies to heal after divorce or breakup using animal-like instincts. Now, who in the world would have thought that you can use animal-like instincts to heal from divorce? Well, God gave me that revelation and I put it in a book and it's available for you on Amazon. Now, if this episode has touched you in any way, I need you to do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe so that you can become a part of the Leopard Chair family with LaKesa. I want to build a community of people that have healed and recovered post-divorce and that are thriving in the post-divorce chapter of their life. For more weekly content and inspiration, you can also follow me on Instagram at snow_leopards_leap. Until next time, y'all know what I need you to do. I want you to leap, leap, leap.